Okay, that's far, far better. Jeez.
Told you.
Yeah, it's actually
OBS is
insane
just
how much
like
better it is,
so good.
right? All right, so this is what was the last time we did one of these? Almost like a year ago, it
Uh,
feels.
yeah, you know what? I'm kind of curious now. That now let's see here. I'm on YouTube. What was your channel's name? I
I
honestly,
just love video games.
I just love video games.
Yeah, what was the last time we did one of these? I honestly
I
legitimately cannot remember.
just love video games. There you are. I just love video games
Yeah,
with your 44. Oh,
almost.
even I see you playing that Doom Eternal.
Yeah, good game. It's a very good game. But yeah,
I
it was
know. I
literally
know.
almost a year ago, 11 months.
Damn. So yeah,
So what does
April,
this be
May.
like a yearly thing for us now?
Nah, man.
All right. So yeah, once again, this is just the exact same format. It's just me and my friends just rambling about shit in the video game industry. And in this case, Drew brought something up, and he wanted to talk about what
Mhm.
was it?
Remakes and how they're being handled by today's industry and shit.
All right.
Specifically, if y'all don't mind a little spoiler for, I mean, it's a spoiler without being a spoiler for Final Fantasy VII and how it's the remake is basically just an open-handed slap to the face to the original.
I have been utterly avoiding spoilers as much as I can with this one because I do eventually want to play it. Final
Oh,
Fantasy
of
VII is
course,
my
of course. As you know, it's still a beautiful looking game. I'll give you that.
yep
But
yep
if
yep.
you were, but like you should have expected, if you were expecting the original game, you know, like, oh yeah, I can't wait to play FF7 and just in prettier graphics. Yeah, no, that's not what you're getting. Instead, you're getting Tetsuya Nomura
Tetsuya
in
no Moring
his
it up.
prime. And again, if you don't mind a little, just a spoiler without being a spoiler, basically. To summarize everything and why this is already going to be a train wreck. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Because we all know how convoluted the plot of Final Fantasy VII is, right?
Yeah, let's it's really convoluted. It is literally everywhere. Oh, I
All right,
actually
well,
don't exist, but I do exist, but I'm actually the memories of my friend who was actually this person and
all right,
this
yeah. So, time travel.
wait, they added time travel?
They they did.
Wait,
Let me.
why? But that just makes the
It just ruins the integrity of the original title.
I mean,
Um. So
why?
again, I'm not gonna go on anymore within that. I mean, there is some basically they saw there at some point. This is the only thing you're going to get because this is technically just the bonus scene at the end of the first game of the original.
Mhm.
You know how you had Red 13 running through fucking God knows whatever the hell and overlooking that cliff with his two little cubs and this fucking ruined
Y- y-
Midgar.
yeah.
That apparently the party sees that vision and they're thinking, oh shit, how can we avoid this? You know, yeah,
Well,
because
I mean, I mean,
Nomura.
well, yeah, I guess. So wait, are they actually time traveling, or are they just kind of like seeing things into like what the future happen? Because if
I
they're
can tell you, I don't want to tell you more because I do know a little bit more. So to avoid spoilers, I'm going to just let you just sit on this and just fume like I did.
I just
Because while I do take great pleasure in watching this be a giant train wreck like I knew it was going to be,
people
I'm
still
also
think it's pretty good
sad
though.
because, you know, I did grow up with Final Fantasy VII, and while I will still die on the fucking hill saying it is not the greatest game or the greatest Final Fantasy of all time, I will
Same.
still fight anyone on that. It's not. But it's still so disingenuous to the original.
For what I'm
So this
seeing
brings
though,
me. Oh,
wait, yeah,
I'm sorry.
from what I'm seeing though, most people are enjoying the game. Like I'm seeing things like, oh, I really like it and stuff. But
Oh yeah.
I just don't
Oh
understand
yeah.
why they feel like in a remake they need to change things like that. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even in like more modern, so the more modern reworks I'm thinking of, like or remakes, for example, RE2 and RE3,
Right?
they are phenomenal games.
Yeah.
They are remade and they do the original justice.
Yep.
I can't speak too much on three because I haven't really done anything with it yet, or I haven't seen a playthrough. I haven't done anything, but I assume, considering I have not heard this massive backlash, that it's great. And what I have seen, the game looked fucking amazing.
Oh, it's so good. The only complaint I have heard about 3 is that it's too short.
I have heard that too.
Yeah.
So that's a little sad, but you know what? Speedrun tactics, boy.
Yeah, and to be fair, the original Resident Evil games anyway, have always been on the shorter side once you know what you're doing.
They really have.
But even like on a casual playthrough, apparently you're only to get like 4 to 6 hours out of it, which is,
you know what? That's whatever, you know.
As long as it's a good game, right?
So then you have remakes that exactly as long as it's a good game. So you have remakes like RE2 and RE3 looking great, and I get that the whole reason why remakes and remasterings are big right now is because they're safe.
Yeah.
Because the industry is very volatile. So why risk a new IP that might just blow up in our face when we can just remake and, you know, fucking nostalgia is a powerful thing.
I mean, yeah, duh.
So,
I mean, the fact that obviously it plays both ways, with nostalgia being a powerful thing and paying off well, i.e. the Resident Evil remake, the Doom remakes. Oh, I'm really hyped.
I can't even call those like remakes. Those are just bringing Doom into a modern world while still being Doom.
Fair enough. One remake I'm really hyped for though, Trials of Mana. I got to play that demo. Great remake. I'm so hyped for that one.
I don't know anything about that one, mostly because my knowledge of the Mana series is not very existent. I know it exists.
It's a good game. It's a real. I played the original.
I have played the very first game a little bit on the SNES. You know, what is it? Trial of Mana.
The original one was Secret of Mana. Then there was Secret of Mana 2. There was Secret of Evermore. There's Seiken Densetsu 3 or Trial of Mana. We just got the fan translation after it sat in Japan
Limbo
video game hell for 25 years.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, good game. The demo was great. So I'm fine. I like the concept of remakes. I really do like the concept of remakes. But I don't feel like when you do a remake, you need to add like all these extra like story.
You don't.
Yeah. Because if people liked the original, right? If people enjoyed the original enough to get to demand a remake.
That's why. Exactly. Like, look at the Final Fantasy games that they remade for the GBA, or even to some extent Final Fantasy IV's remake for the 3D for the DS. Those were well done because they didn't change anything.
Yeah, they added a new.
They were just
content.
A port.
Yeah.
They were a port, but they added bonus content. Like so Final Fantasy VI, you forgot the Kaiser Dragon boss or whatever the hell its name was in the secret dungeon at the end of the game. Great. Final Fantasy IV DS, it was brutal like the original title was, and it was just cool chibi graphics.
They also added a few new bosses in there too. Yep. But
and then you have Tetsuya Nomura. God, I hate him.
I don't hate him.
I do, because he just can't get his shit straight. Like in our previous video of when we did this, we talked about Kingdom Hearts.
Fucking Hearts.
There we go. That's Tetsuya Nomura, and I thought he peaked with 3. Oh no. From what I know of 7
so
remake, it is so much worse, and I hate it.
I don't hate his games. His games at the end of the day are
his games are fine. Yes, I just hate his direction.
There we go. Because there's
his direction. I don't like.
There's no one there to like say, "Hey, Nomura, we need you to rate it in just a tiny bit." There's just no one there to stop it. He just goes crazy.
It's like I don't understand it. It's like Hideo Kojima. Now Hideo Kojima, I understand him. That dude's just batshit crazy.
Oh, he's
you know what? He's out there, and you know what? I don't mind him. Although I will say I don't like his games because they're not for me. They're just not my games. Like Metal Gear Solid, never cared about. I understand him. I liked him. Although I won't say I understand him because I never really gave him a shot to understand. But then we look at Death Stranding. Death Stranding is weird, and this is like prime. This is Kojima Unchained.
Yeah.
This is why Konami needed to. So this is actually why I agree with Konami here. Yes, I know I'm about to earn some flack for that, but honestly, you need to dial him back a bit because he makes weird shit.
He does make
weird
shit.
Is not bad, But the problem is, then you end up with Death Stranding, and while Death Stranding is not a Death Standing, whatever the hell it's called, Stranding, I keep saying that. I think it's Death Standing, but whatever. It itself is not a bad game. It is just a very boring game for the first, half of the game. Then finally, it gets to do something. So if you're willing to slog through it, sure. But I'm not.
So. I've seen the most polarizing views on that game, where some people will be like, "Oh yeah, it's the greatest game ever. Kojima's back," and other people saying this is trash. This is beyond trash. Okay, like Angry Joe, he put it like 29. He put it in his top 10 games of the year, and then Donkey was like, "This is trash. Why does anyone like this?"
I'm not one to really like Donkey content too much, but you know what? I did watch that one, and I gotta say, I agree with Donkey. I mean, he's not a professional reviewer, neither is Joe, by all means, but you know what? They're fans of games, so you know what? I will take their word over any magazine. But we're digressing because
we're getting way off topic.
We are. So that's a little side tangent. We'll revisit that later at some point, I'm sure. But so, how can you handle remakes or remasterings better? Honestly, don't do what Blizzard did. Blizzard fucked up with Warcraft 3. And I will say that they fucked up, but at the same time they really didn't. It's also just the fans wanting more at the same time.
No, they fucked up, man. They
did. I will still say that, but at the same time, the game in itself, well, it was a buggy mess on release and it was super rushed. I will fault them for that. But and I will again, we're in a capitalist society, so honestly I can't even say that them saying, hey, anything you make in our map editor is ours. You know what? Whatever. Sure. I don't care. I'm not gonna make money off of this thing anyway. 9 times out of 10, most people just make fucking maps for the sake of making maps because they like to. I don't think any game made on those map editors, barring Dota.
Yeah, there we go. I'm about to say Dota
actually caused any revenue for anybody. I think Dota's the only one.
Okay, I see two different sides of that, right? Before I just want to get this done so we can continue on the actual remake thing. I understand why they're doing it, and they're completely within their legal right because it is their stuff. But in turn,
shitty. I get that.
Yeah, but in turn, it is kind of
shitty.
Kind of a scumbag move to just say, "Hey, this is all ours now," even though you are technically in our legal right to do that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Remakes. When I feel like I hear about a remake, what should be done is how you described it best with a Final Fantasy IV remake, or how, based on the demo, the Trials of Mana remake, or the remake of Resident Evil 2, you keep what was already there. You keep the core.
Yes.
You give it a fresh coat of paint that allows it to work in the modern context of the modern video game industry. You add a few bonus things here and there, but you don't change what made it good and enjoyable in the first place.
Exactly. Keep the story the same. I guarantee you, people do not want, an explanation of, or an extension of something that we've already fallen in love with. We don't care about that. We've had in the case of Final Fantasy VII, we've had 20 some odd years to sit around and go okay, why did this happen though?
Wait, has it really?
This happened because this. Oh my god. Yes.
Wait, has it?
But we don't.
Wait, has it really been that? Holy crap!
It has. 1997, my friend.
Holy crap! Jesus Christ!
It's been 23 years, I think.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. So 23 years in the making. Well, I will say, when did the hype for the remake for 7 come out?
Wasn't it?
Honestly,
didn't this get analyzed and started off in 2010 or some shit?
Some shit like that. I don't remember. I just never thought I would see the day that this game is actually coming out. And what? I can honestly say it's not the game that I thought is coming out. I'm confident in saying that, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy by being a bitter old man. So you know what?
I'm not.
I don't care
because I do like Final Fantasy VII. But and you know what this really worries me about? If this game, again, I still think it's going to be a good game. At the end of the day, it's still a good game.
Oh yes.
But I'm afraid that they're going to meddle and change things for no reason besides meddle and changing things, and then we eventually get a Final Fantasy VI remake, a full-on remake. The same thing's going to happen, and I'm going to be really, really sad.
I'm going to be super defensive, and I'm going to be critical because that is my favorite Final Fantasy of all time.
Exactly.
Don't touch it. Don't fuck with it.
Just give it a fresh coat of paint.
Just give me that fresh coat of paint, not the mobile version, because honestly, the artwork, while I will admit,
so
is
bad.
Higher quality. It looks weird.
It looks
Don't do that. I want my beautiful 3D models of Terra, of Sabin, of Cyan, of Shadow, of Kefka, and I want it to look good, and I want the story. I will take fucking line for line. Give me that. Line for fucking line.
Same.
Little stupid Easter eggs, give me that. I don't want whatever the fuck they're doing to 7. I don't want that. I don't want, the planet's dying. This is how it ends. And no, don't give me that. Don't give me that shit.
Again,
I want a remake. I want a remake. Or a remastering, not a remake. I don't like remakes because remakes are effectively you going down the road saying, you know what, I didn't like this about this game. Let's change it to fit my vision.
Yeah.
If it's a different director, that is.
Yeah.
Now, a game that I would love to see remade, which everybody would if you know about it, is a little title known by The Legend of Dragoon.
Oh my god, I would love a remake of that game. But I feel like
honestly, that game would age. It has aged well.
It has
graphically,
aged well.
It has not.
Oh no,
but
no, my problem.
Combat-wise, it has.
Oh no,
Dialogue,
it has. The problem is that it's so difficult that I feel like it's gonna push away a lot of the newer generation of JRPG players.
What do you mean difficult?
Do you not remember what was that one boss? There was that one boss in Legend of Dragoon where it was the 4 skeletons and you had to kill them all at the same time or they revived each other.
The captain on the boat. Yeah.
I was stuck for days.
That one wasn't hard. Now I will say because a few years ago I actually was replaying it and I got to the dreaded Grand Gym or whatever the hell it's called when you get the Dragon Block staff.
Yep.
And I'm just sitting there like, all right, this guy's gonna be tough. He's gonna kick my ass. Huh? He's dead. I remember this being harder.
I'm don't get me wrong. I'd love a remake of that as well. But I feel like just the newer generation would just throw their controllers unless they toned it down and like added difficulty sliders.
You know, I disagree with that only because this generation has survived Dark Souls.
True enough.
So you know what? If they can't handle a turn-based RPG, fuck them. Let them die.
What was that? What's that one line from Team 4-Star Abridged with sword? Crap. It's a great line because it's a biblical verse. Throw them to the dogs and let God decide or something like that. I'll find it.
Kill them all and God sort them out.
There we go. That's the line. Dark line. Good line though. But yeah, so FF7 Remake. Personally, I'm not gonna get it until all the parts are out. Like I know.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Honestly, what bothers me, and this is me just being nitpicky again from an artistic standpoint, is you know how the game's advertising, if you order now, blah, 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 cool, cute little chocobo chick.
Mm-hmm.
The thing looks weird.
I like it. I like its little cloud there.
It looks... Hold on, let me see here. FF7R chocobo... If I can spell chocobo chick. Dude, it looks... weird.
I like his little chocobo. I like his cloud here. He looks.
I hate it. It looks so like. And the fucking what is it? The Carbuckle.
I think it's
got a. They have huge heads, man, and tiny faces.
I'm so okay with that. I think it's the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
It's so creepy to me.
I love that.
At least the bird more so than anything.
I love it so much.
Carbuckle, sure. Carbuckle, like. Yeah,
we gotta agree to disagree on that one. Because I adore how those things look. But
sure.
I am gonna eventually get the game when all the parts are out because I don't feel like like it's like how I deal with Telltale games before they close down, where it'd be like, all right,
they've been back. They're back.
Oh, are they?
They are.
Oh, that's good for them.
Sort of, kinda.
Oh, well, rip. But I just don't
look into that later. Look into that later.
Yeah, I don't feel like getting like bits and pieces and like finishing. I know the game's apparently huge. Apparently, it's like what 100 hours. Apparently, I don't know.
I don't know anything about that now, but all I do know is that a fucking what is it called? That's where I was going with that. Damn. Uh,
But yeah, apparently
Crap.
I think it's a full game already, or like it's a full length amount of time. So, but I want to be able to get the entirety of the story, especially when it's.
Oh, that's what.
Go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off there. That's what it was. It was basically the way they're handling it is yes, it's episodic, but you're getting your money worth out of it. So like this whole Midgar thing is basically its own standalone game, and this is part of the reason why I understand there's significant changes to it as far as story is concerned. But at the same damn time, we didn't ask for this.
Yeah.
I'll regurgitate that. We did it. We wanted Final Fantasy VII just to look pretty.
Yeah.
And you got the pretty part right.
I think it looks amazing, and I've started to come around to the combat more and more, especially.
Oh, dude, the combat was.
Yeah, since they added honestly, the newer version of it now, where it's like a mix of the. I like both styles. I like the whole here. It's basically turn based, even though it's a little more free flowing, and you have the more active option. So I've really come around to that. But go on.
I was just gonna say what I've come to accept with this remake is the fact that there's going to be two. It's going to divide the Final Fantasy VII fans.
Well, I mean,
a little bit. You're going to have those who, are cool with what they had in the past. Get this new extra shit. This also includes people who never played the original, so they're going to get this, in my opinion, a skewed version of the game. And if they were to go back and play the original, they'll be like, "That why does this? Where does this character come in?" They don't come in. They were made for the remake.
Yep.
So you have these new people who've never touched the game. They're going to get the game and think it's this weird, cool, whatever you want to call it, and that's fine.
I mean, so was the original,
because
but go on.
That the one that yeah, because there was this friend streamer of mine. He was actually playing the demo and he was live streaming it, and he's actually what made me want to play the game because of his reaction to just everything. The game itself was very beautiful to watch. All the cool stuff that the Cloud was doing and Barrett and all that fun shit for bombing run, the very first mission.
Yep.
That was recreated perfectly. And for him to be all like super excited and to see his reaction to something I had previously experienced but not as freshly painted up, he was like, so it was really cool to watch it. And it gave me hope that maybe the remake wasn't going to be as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I still don't think we should use the word bad. I don't think it's bad.
It's not bad. It's not. It's just not what we were wanting.
Yeah.
Because we're old fucking people and we wanted the game a certain way. And how dare Square not bend to our will? And
exactly.
Kiss our feet.
How dare they not abide to only us?
Exactly. And I get I'm the minority here. Majority. I don't know. I'm just gonna take sheer amounts of pleasure in watching this fucking train wreck as again. I'm an asshole. That's what I am.
At least you admit it.
No, I will. What's so backing on to main topic here is not to just shit on 7 because I want to, but I can't at the same time. Remakes. They're not bad.
Yep.
Just do them right.
Yep.
Do the original game or movie and whatever, do it justice. From what I've heard from this, no. The original was not given justice.
Well, let's see how things pan out when the next episodes come out in like 2025 and 2030. Tell me I'm wrong,
You're
Drew.
Not wrong.
Tell me
You're not.
Exactly.
You're not wrong.
We'll get him eventually, but Jesus Christ.
Oh, Christ almighty.
It's fine. It's fine. I need to... Speaking of remakes, or I guess definitive editions, or I don't know. I'm probably gonna get Persona 5 Royal and just wait again until all of it's out. In again,
I know nothing of the Persona series. I just never cared about it, and I don't care about it. From what I've seen from people playing Persona Royal or whatever the hell it's called, Persona 5 Royal, it's bueno.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna get it.
So.
Actually, I can't quite get it yet because I had to load my mother my monitor that I was using for my PS4, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, any closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts is fucking eat your vegetables. Donald Duck is not the greatest red mage, black mage made because that fucker still isn't healing me. And make sure your fucking remakes are good.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Also, make sure everyone out there who's listening, make sure to stay safe, stay home, stay self-quarantine, etc., etc. Say goodbye, Drew.
Goodbye, people I don't know.
Yeah, that basically. All right, and we're out. Later.